global social art. What does the concept social art mean to me? A lot. A lot. This is the best take, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
Creating a project around an idea of global village, which I still not entirely sure how to put into words, but it definitely has the appeal of being something that transcends identities, transcends cultures, transcends the way that we define ourselves, to bring people together. And that's sort of my background anyway, just having come from different backgrounds, lived in different places in the world, and had the luxury of taking that all in as I've come to where I am now.
I think it's going to be, we'll be using social art to manifest the global village. You know, creating a visible, experiential global village that can be viewed, that can be perceived, that can be felt in kind of a microclimate.
Global village is actually something that is rather new for me, because when we think of globalization, we think urban, right? We don't think of village, we don't think of the remote villages being part of the global scene necessarily. That's almost outside of our realm of understanding, but you know, globalization is reaching everywhere. We all have to be part of modern society, we all have to adapt, we all have to participate in our societies to some extent. So to me, the global village is something really new and interesting to discover, simply because how do villages, how does my little town in Pennsylvania, you know, how does a remote village in Nagaland participate in the wider world?
Well, looking at the Northeast under a microscope of how this in itself is a global village, and I think specifically, you know, how we're seeing a homogenization of people, but also an interconnectedness of people, and that's spanning from the indigenous to the urban to the modern.
The way we want to engage them is a way we've done in previous projects, where we try to not just show a story through our eyes, by our means and our tools, but to really interact with local communities, try to get them to tell their story.
It all comes down to storytelling. It's how do we express ourselves as humans? How do we tell stories?
There's different expressions of what it means to be human. I think the creative side of me is here to do that in a different way.